take your place. Cause the love you give, it can't be replaced. See, no one else does like you do. That's why I spend my life with you. Won't please you any way I can. Whatever you give me, a really good feeling.
Good afternoon, my lovely subscribers. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a video that has been highly requested, long awaited, but I'm glad that you guys have been patient with me. So this is the part 2 of the how to spot jealous and envious people in your life. I did write some notes down just so that I will not forget anything, and I hope you guys enjoy. Let me know in the comments how this resonates with you. And also, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. So, one of the things that I want anyone who's watching this to know is never dim your light down for anyone. So, what I mean by that is you're supposed to let your light shine no matter where you go. And if anyone is intimidated by that or if they have a problem with that, that is not your issue. I feel like sometimes we as humans take it personal when we get attacked, when we get targeted by jealous and envious people. We feel like something is wrong with us or we feel like we're not good enough. But I'm here to tell you that you are enough. You're amazing, and never let anyone make you feel like you have to lower yourself down in order to feel like somebody or in order to fit in with them. Because obviously, if they're making you shrink yourself down, then that basically says that they are not the people that you need to be associating yourself with. So never dim yourself down for anyone. Always shine your light no matter what. And I always tell myself that even if I go through situations where it's people who dislike me for no reason, people who are just mean and rude and nasty, I always tell myself, you know what, you're a light that this world needs. You're an amazing person. You're a beautiful person. And if they can't see that, if they do not value that, then that's their issue. In this world, everybody will not get along with each other. Everybody is not meant to be friends, and that's fine with me. So if I find out that someone is not for me, then I will just move on, and like again, I'm not gonna dim my light for anybody, so I don't expect you guys to either, okay? All right, so I wrote down a couple of signs, and my first sign is, oh, let me say this. Before I get into the signs, I want to let you guys know I am somebody who has experienced these things. On my channel, anything that I talk about, anything that I've discussed is from experience. It's not because I'm just talking out the side of my neck. I really have gone through these things, and I'm going to be honest, you guys. It took me a while. It actually took me several months to do this video because I'm going to be 100% transparent. I was feeling kind of discouraged because I feel like I was being targeted for jealousy on my YouTube channel because I had people who hadn't even seen the video, people who know me and who have known me for a while who haven't even seen the video, but is already prejudging the video, already having something negative to say, like I can't talk about what I want on my channel. First of all, if you do not like what I have to say on my channel, if you don't like the message that I'm sending, whatever your issue is with me, then you need to leave. Because at the end of the day, again, why do I have to damn myself down for certain people who could not handle me at full proof? Why are you here if you don't want to hear what I have to say? These messages are for the people who actually want to hear what I have to say. I'm not just putting my energy into these videos just to put them out there for nothing. These are to help people. So if you feel like you're not getting anything from my videos and this is not helping you and you have a problem with what I'm saying, then goodbye. Because this is for the people who really do care about my experiences, the things that I have to offer. Like, I'm tired of that. I'm tired of having to try to please everybody. I'm no longer in that spirit right now where I care about pleasing you or anybody else. So if you don't like it, goodbye. That's the problem. It's like some of you guys are so jealous and intimidated when you see a beautiful, intelligent black woman who has things to offer and who has things to say. All you can do is just try to put dirt on my name, or you could try to discourage me to stop me. And that's nothing but the devil, because at the end of the day, I'm never doing anything wrong. I haven't done anything wrong by sharing my experiences. It was the same thing when I shared my experiences with what I've gone through with my fiance's family. Just different things that I've experienced with narcissistic people attacking me. It was people in the comments trying to discourage me. Like, that is messed up. At the end of the day, if you don't like what I'm saying, then goodbye. Because it takes a lot of courage to even get on YouTube. Do you not know how many people are judging me right now at this point? But I choose to use my voice to be a light in this world, which is something that I've done even before social media existed. So it takes a lot of courage to even make these videos. So all I ask is, if you don't like what I have to say, then just leave. Have that much respect for not only me, but for yourself, to just leave. And for the people who do like what I have to say and who are subscribed, I love you guys. The last video did amazing. It had over 10,000 views, and I'm just a small channel. So I do appreciate you guys for watching that video, for giving me so much positive feedback about how it helped you. That really means the world to me, because that's why I'm here on this earth. I'm not here to please every single person on this earth. I'm only here to please God. And this is my calling. One of my callings is to also be a voice in this world for the voiceless, for the people who cannot speak, or for the people who have the words but don't know how to say it. That's why I'm here on this earth. I'm not put on this earth to displease everybody. So I understand, not everybody has good taste. Not everybody has expensive taste. So you can just leave if this is not for you. But for the people who have been very supportive of me, I appreciate you. I'm going to try to do my best to not allow anybody to discourage me, because I know that it's people who know me, or they think they know me. People who know me are trying to discourage me, because from the moment I created this YouTube channel, it's been nothing but jealousy that I've experienced from some of these haters. And I'm not even a big channel. So just imagine once I get to 1,000 or 100,000 one day, just imagine the hate is going to be 10 times more, because I'm barely even at 500 subscribers, and you guys are already threatened. I'm talking to the haters. You're already threatened. You're already nitpicking me. You're already trying to find something wrong with what I'm saying. And it's sad and it's pathetic that your life is that miserable that you can't find your own purpose and your own voice. Instead, you have to try to tear somebody else down. And this is what's wrong with the world. This is what's wrong. Too many bullies. These same people who were bullies was probably bullies on the playground, in grade school, in kindergarten, and high school. And now they're grown adults still trying to bully somebody who has way more going for themselves than you ever will. So I'm sorry, guys, I had to take it there, but it's just the truth. I'm sick of these people. I'm sick of these people trying to discourage me, trying to make me feel like I have to shrink myself down, and I'm no longer doing that. So moving forward, goodbye if you don't want to hear what I have to say. All right. So the first sign of jealousy is, this is what I talked about in my little message I just said. They are trying to bring you down. They're being passive aggressive, aka covert narcissism. They're also full of backhand compliments. So when someone is envious or jealous of you, they will try to do anything in their power to bring you down. It can be the smallest little mistake that you make, and there they are trying to bring you down in some type of way. They will even go as far as try to sabotage you at work. You really have to watch out in the workplace. There are so many narcissists, covert narcissists, who do a bunch of sneaky, backhanded things that they don't think that you know what they're doing. But most of the time, they will gossip about you. They'll talk bad about you. They will sabotage you, meaning like go to your supervisor or manager and report every little mistake that you made. That's how you know that somebody is rooted in envy. Because if you make a mistake on the job, what the right thing, in my opinion, before you just go and snitch, before you just go and snitch or tell on somebody to try to get them in trouble, why don't you just have a conversation with them, especially if it's a minor mistake? If it's a minor mistake, for you to go and report it to the supervisor, report it to the manager, that lets me know right there that you're trying to obviously sabotage that person's job and you're trying to make them look bad. And I feel like the reason why you're doing it is because you're envious of that person when you can just correct them in love. Nothing is wrong with constructive criticism. So if you just tell somebody like, look, Sally, you messed up on this, you messed up on that, but you're doing an amazing job, but this is what you could do better. I think you can do this better and you can do that better. That comes across way better than you going and you telling, anytime they make every little bitty mistake, you're going and you're reporting them. Or even on social media, a lot of people do this as well. They will sit back and stalk your social media page. So everything that you post, every little thing that you say, they're always trying to find fault in it. It could be something inspirational and they have a problem with it. That right there lets you know that a person is envious. When they are just nitpicking, they're just looking for every little thing to bring you down, and they're being passive aggressive with it. So they're not, what I'm saying, being forward with you, straightforward with you about it. They are just doing it in a passive aggressive manner. And another thing I said was backhanded compliments. So basically, for instance, this shirt right here, this shirt says good vibes, guys. And I would say a backhanded example of a backhanded compliment would be like this shirt. For instance, they would say that is a cute shirt, but it looks like you got it from Walmart. That's a backhanded compliment, and that's what covert narcissists often do. All you have to do is say this is a nice shirt. That's all you have to say. Where did you get it from? You don't have to throw in, oh, but it looks cheap, or it looks like you could have got it from Walmart. That right there is you basically saying that it's ugly. You know what I'm saying? But you're doing it in a slick way, and you don't think the person is smart enough to catch on to what the slick shade that you're trying to throw. You know, be careful and be mindful of people like that who try to throw slick shade, backhanded compliments, and they don't think you're going to pick up on it. So I feel like with those type of people, you have to kind of nip it in the bud. I'm trying to give you guys advice, but at the same time, I'm not perfect because I'm one of those people who hate confrontation and drama. So I'm an easy target for most people to give me a backhanded compliment because they know that I'm not the fighting type or the type that's going to try to argue or, you know what I'm saying, like go back and forth with them. So they will easily throw a backhanded compliment at me because they don't think I'm going to confront them. But I think that you don't have to be super confrontational, but I feel like you should address it. You should not allow a bully to get away with it, because the moment you give them an inch, they're going to take a mile, and they will just walk all over you if you let them. So what you could say is you could be like, look, okay, was that supposed to be a compliment? What did you mean by that? Just ask them questions. And then most of the time, they're not going to own up to it. They're going to be like, no, I didn't mean it like that. You're being too sensitive. You took it the wrong way, which at the end of the day, you're not stupid. You weren't born last night. You know exactly what they meant. But at least you're catching on to their game, and at least you're confronting them, but you're not doing it in an unprofessional manner so where they can go and report you. You see what I'm saying? You're asking a question like, hey, what did you mean by that? Like, was that supposed to be a compliment? You can just say it like that. Okay. The second thing I have is they take digs at you and your accomplishments. So if you meet somebody and every time, or somebody that you've known for a while, every time you accomplish something, again, it goes hand in hand with what I said earlier. It's passive aggressive. It has to be some type of backhanded compliment, but they're digging at your accomplishment. So for instance, in the teaching field, there could be somebody working as a paraprofessional. They could be working as a sub or a teacher's assistant. They're not necessarily a teacher, but they are a teacher in a way, if that makes sense. So they substitute, they'll take over for the teacher if the teacher is not there or absent. They pretty much take on the role and the responsibility of a teacher, but they don't have the salary as a teacher, and they don't have the teacher's certification. So someone taking a dig at your accomplishment, say for instance, if you just got hired as a substitute teacher, or you just got hired as a teacher's assistant, they can take a dig at your accomplishment and be like, that's good that you got hired as a teacher's assistant or a sub, but you're not a real teacher. See how messed up that is? People are bullies. See how messed up that is? You're taking a dig at someone's accomplishment. Instead of you building that person up, you're seeking to tear them down. And that's something that I do not respect. I do not respect bullies. I do not like them. I despise them. And just stay away from me if you're a bully, because if you can't lift somebody up, what are you doing on this earth? Like, you really must be a miserable, low vibrational person to take a dig at somebody accomplishing whatever they're trying to accomplish. Like, and how do you know that that person isn't about to be certified soon to be a teacher? Sometimes you have to, no, not sometimes, but all the time, you have to crawl before you can walk. So maybe that's what that person is doing until they can get their teacher certification. But it's like, who are you? Who are you to take a dig at somebody's accomplishments? Or if you find out that somebody salary is like, maybe, let's see, $18 an hour, which I think is a decent salary, but you're saying but it's not 20, it's not 30. You know what I'm saying? You're taking a dig at their accomplishments. To them, that may be a nice amount of money. So for you to take a dig at whatever they achieved is really low vibrational of you, and you have to check yourself. When you find yourself being that type of person, again, we're all human. So that's not to say that I've been 100% innocent or I've been 100% perfect. But if you find yourself being envious of somebody else's accomplishments, or you know what I'm saying, then you really need to check yourself and just do better. That just means that it's time for you to level up, and you need to just go have bigger dreams and goals to accomplish and go after, because that tells me that something is not right within yourself. You don't feel accomplished. People love to project their insecurities off on others. So when they come out and say, oh, you're not accomplished enough, or you're not this, or you're not that, it's because they don't feel good about themselves. Because happy people who feel good with their accomplishments and who they are, they're not going to take the time out to take a dig at you. These are people who are miserable, who are unhappy, and they need Jesus. Okay? All right, number 3. They never acknowledge anything good that you have going for yourself, but will quickly point out your failures. This is a big one right here. So, anytime you mess up, this is one of the things that they do. They will watch you. They will watch your social media. They will observe you at work. Even if you have family members at the family gatherings, they're literally watching and monitoring everything you say, everything you do, everything you have going for yourself. And they're waiting on you to fail. If you have a relationship, if you're married, anything going for you. You have a new career, you have a new business venture, you just had a new baby. They're looking for you to mess up. Now, again, I'm not talking about constructive criticism that's modeled to help you be a better person or just to help you in life. I'm talking about someone is literally watching, stalking your every move. They're watching for you to mess up. So, for instance, if you do have some issues going on in your marriage, you do have some issues with being a parent, you do have some issues in your career, and these people are waiting for you to fail. They're waiting for you to quit that job, or waiting for them to fire you from that job, so they can be like, see, I told you so. See, I knew it. I knew she was going to mess up. I knew she was going to do this. I knew she was going to do that. It's like they're waiting for you to fail. Again, those people are miserable, and they're looking for you to fail so they can feel better about themselves. But I would say this: Everybody fails in life. No one is perfect. We're all human. We all fall short of the glory of God. We all are going to fail at one point in our life, whether we fail a test, whether we fail, and it's like we need to start looking at failures as blessings from God, because usually that's what they are. If you fail at something, let's stop looking at it like it's bad. It may feel bad, it may feel sad, but at the end of the day, usually it's a blessing in disguise. When you fail at something, that means that something bigger and better is coming your way. So stop allowing people who are miserable with themselves, who are looking for every little failure that you have, to minimize you and to make you feel small. Because we all have failures. If that's the case, let me nitpick you. I think I just got done telling somebody that. I'm like, you know what? You guys sit and judge and you're looking for every little flaw that you can find in somebody. But let me sit back and point out your flaws. You have a lot of flaws too. No one is perfect. People love to sit and act perfect and fake. Even on social media, you have people who are very fake. They don't want you to talk about anything but positivity. That's fake. Fake positivity. You have to talk about your failures. You have to talk about your mistakes. If you don't talk about your failures, your mistakes, or just testimonies, things that you've gone through, then that's fake to me, because you're not perfect. And by you talking about your failures, your mistakes, that could be helping someone else out. That could be, you could be a testimony to someone. So that rubs me the wrong way when people are fake, like making you feel like you just have to have a perfect life. You never have to go through anything. And this is why I stopped sharing on social media. This is why I am very private now, and I have changed my life for the better. Well, God has too. That's going to be another video. But yeah, you have to watch out for that, because you may have an undercover enemy or several enemies who you don't even know, or who you know of, but you weren't even thinking they were an enemy of yours, but they're watching your every move. They're waiting on you to fail, and it's snake behavior at the end of the day. That's why we have to stay prayed up. Okay, number 4. This is another big one. This one, guys, this one is so freaking annoying. So, they mirror and copy everything you do, aka compete with you, and they're trying to one up you. This is huge. Oh my gosh. This is a huge red flag, and this is a huge indication that someone is envious of you. When they feel like they have to copy everything that you do, that is so annoying. I have had that happen to me before, and when I tell you, it's like that person is doing it on purpose. They're doing it so they can drive you crazy. They know exactly what they're doing. This is what narcissists do. So, for instance, you get a new hairstyle and they come and they have to get the same hairstyle you have. And I'm not talking about them getting inspiration and being flattered by you. I'm going to go into more detail. It's the difference between being flattered by somebody and copying every single thing. You got a new job doing makeup. Now they got to get a new job doing makeup. You got a new job as a teacher. They got to become a teacher. Everything is very obvious. You decide that you're wearing black for the whole week, because I love wearing black, guys. I think black looks good on everybody. Um, then they decide they have to wear black the whole week. You said you wanted to create a business, a new clothing business, and they decide they want to create a clothing business. Like, it's as if they do not have their own identity. Their identity is you, basically. Like, it reminds me of the movie Single White Female. Everything you do, they have to do. Like, no, something is wrong with that person. Something is mentally wrong with that person if they do not have their own identity, which is a narcissist. They don't. And they have to copy everything you do, everything that you are, they have to be. You decide that you want to write a book. All of a sudden, they want to write a book too. You love to sing, you're into painting, and you like to do DIYs, and now they're doing the same thing. Like, sis, or whoever, sis, find your own identity. Like, please stop, because it's not cute. You think it's cute copying somebody else, everything that they are, now you want to be? Like, no, that is not cute at all. Find yourself. As a matter of fact, find some self-love. Because when you love yourself, you ain't gonna want to be like everybody, nobody else. Now, you may get inspiration from people, but copying every single thing they do, mirroring them to the point where it's like you are trying to take on their identity, that stuff is crazy and it's sick. Okay? Then they're competing with you. It's a competition in their minds. You're not competing with them, but they're competing with you. Like, what? Like, please stop. Stop competing with other people. This is something that I feel like a lot of women do with each other. They just are constantly competing with each other. And it's like, for what? Why are you competing with the next woman when you should be competing with yourself? You should be trying to outdo your next accomplishment. That's what you should be doing. One-upping you. You tell them something big about what your child did. Now they got to come back and say, well, my child did this. Excuse me. You come and tell them what your husband did. Well, my husband did this. Like, everything does not have to be a competition. It don't have to be you one-upping me. Like, just find some love. Find some self-love. Because it's really very, very, very ugly. Okay? Number 5, they're overly judgmental and critical towards you. This is another one. And you notice, excuse me, guys, and you notice that they're not this way with anyone else but you. It feels like you have to walk on eggshells. So every little thing you do, they're judging you and they're criticizing you over it. You can't do anything. You can't even sneeze in this person's presence without them criticizing you. You can't cry. You can't do anything. Every little thing that you do is judged. You have to walk on eggshells. This is a very toxic person that you're around. I should be able to be myself without having to walk on eggshells and without feeling like I'm being judged over every little thing I do. This is the reason why I'm barely on social media, because it's too toxic for me. My beautiful spirit, my precious spirit, I have to protect myself at all costs. And I feel like it's very toxic when every little thing that somebody says, every little thing that somebody does, you guys are judging. You can find this with a lot of celebrities. They obsess over these celebrities. I think it's actually sick. They idolize these celebrities. These celebrities can't do anything. They can't even go outside with their hair not done without somebody judging and criticizing them. It's just sick to me. This is a very sick world, and it's just crazy when you are idolizing somebody and putting them that much of a pedestal so where every little thing they do is judged. That also lets me know that something is not right with you mentally, and also something is not going right in your life to where you have to basically basically use a magnifying glass with everybody you meet, everybody you know, and it's like you're super critical. You're overdoing it. You know what I'm saying? When at the end of the day, you're not God. That's not your place to judge every single thing that someone does. You're sitting back here judging everybody else, but then what about your life? What about your skeletons in your closet? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. Then how are you successful? You can't be successful. You have too much time on your hands, even at some of these jobs. These people who are super judgmental and critical, that's how you can tell that they're not doing enough work. You can't have enough work. You can't have enough to do because you're focused on everybody else and what they're doing. You can't even do your job properly because you're too busy focusing on everybody but you. Okay. The next thing, oh no, let me elaborate on this. Walking on eggshells. I can't say nothing. I can't do nothing without feeling like I have to walk on eggshells, without feeling like you're going to report me, without feeling like you're going to go talk about me. This is the type of people that you need to stay away from because it's toxic. If I can't be myself around you, then it's a done deal. Goodbye. That goes for anybody in my life. I'm not going to walk on eggshells to make you happy. I know myself. I know that I'm a respectful person. I know that I'm a good person. But at the end of the day, I don't have to walk on eggshells to make you happy. Now, if it's something that I'm doing that's wrong and it's constructive, then okay, I'll take it and I'll do better. I'll definitely do better. But if it's something petty and I have to walk on eggshells with you, I feel uncomfortable around you, then goodbye. Okay. I got two more guys, then we're going to wrap it up. I have another video to record. Now, the sixth one is smear campaigns. This is what narcissists do. So they try to turn others against you before you ever get a chance to meet them. This is another sign of envy right here. So you're a very likable person, which is how I am. I'm pretty much a very likable person. I'm pretty friendly. I wouldn't say I'm in between introverted and extroverted. So I'm a little bit of both. There are times where I'm to myself and I don't want to be bothered with people, but there are times where I'm very friendly and outgoing as well. So I'm a little bit of both. But when I'm saying this to say that with this type of person, nothing is ever good enough with you, for you. Who you are is not good enough. They will smear your name before you even get to know the person. Or if you do know the person, they will badmouth you. They will badmouth you to this person and just say all these terrible things to make your character seem very messed up. Like basically character assassination. That's how you know that the person is envious and jealous. You just got to the job and already rumors are being started. You just got there on the first day or the first week. That person is rooted in envy and jealousy. Like, it's never that serious. Obviously, it's something about that person that you're intimidated by, you're jealous of. So you never you never even got a chance to get to know them, and you're taking the opportunity for other people to get to know them, and you're bashing them, you're talking about them, you're smearing them. That's an indication that someone is envious of you. They're jealous, they're intimidated by your presence. Something about you, your light, is irritating their darkness. This is another big one that narcissists do as well. They smear your name. They talk about you to whoever they can. And let me tell you this, it can be very hurtful. It can be very depressing. But if a person is that easily to persuade, this is how I am. I have to have evidence that you're a bad person. Most of the time, it have to be through my own experiences. I'm not going to say most of the time, all of the time. It has to be through my own experiences. I'm not going to just take what you say. You say that this person is this and that, and I'm going to automatically believe it. Like, I'm not that gullible and naive. I have to get to know you for myself, and then I'll make my own judgment because it could be coming from a hater. So these people, the moment they see you, they already do not like you. You ain't even doing anything to them, and they don't like you, so they're going to try to get as many people as they can to go against you and dislike you as well. This happens a lot at jobs. This happens within families. Just everywhere. I've seen it happen with young people, old people. It takes place in schools with kids getting bullied. You have one kid who disliked the kid for whatever reason. They go back and tell their friend, and their friend tell that other friend, and then before you know it, it's like a big smear campaign, and it's so much, messiness and negativity and drama attached to the situation, and it's just terrible. It's terrible. Okay, number 7. Number 7 is a sign of someone being envious of you. It's basically watching you. Watching your every move. That is very creepy to me. Stalking you. I don't think it's normal, and I don't think it's healthy. I've had people do this to me at jobs. You can tell, you can feel within your intuition when somebody is watching you, because you can just feel it. So I'll look over to the side. I'm interacting with the parents, or I'm interacting with whoever I'm interacting with, the kids. And then I see a pair of eyes on me. And it's not like and like you're admiring me. It's like you're literally staring at me like this. Everything I do, your eyes are on me. Like, that's an envious person. That's a person that's obviously intimidated by you, jealous of you, and they're waiting for you to make a mistake. They're waiting for you to mess up so they can go and report you, launch a smear campaign against you, and go against you. If somebody have to watch your every move, that's not healthy. Even on social media, just stalking you. When I say stalking, everything that you say, everything you post, everything you do, that's why you got to be very careful who you trust. Use your discernment. If something in your heart is telling you that something is not right about this person, then believe it. If something in your heart is telling you that you can't trust this person, then believe it. Because 9 times out of 10, that's God warning you. Every single time you're doing something, that person's eyes is on you. That person know your schedule better than you do. Again, it's giving single white female. It's giving stalker. It's giving obsession. And it's not healthy and it's not normal. So, okay, guys. I got serious for a while. That ends this video. That's pretty much what I could come up with, and those were pretty much based on my own experiences. Please leave some comments below, guys. I love interacting with you. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you to all who are subscribed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay blessed, but most importantly, stay prayed up. Bye. I'll see you in the next one.